Hello, welcome back. In August 2021, tensions flared within the Lamb family, who are behind the globally recognized Christian TV network Daystar. The family's annual retreat in Miramar Beach, Florida, turned contentious when Jonathan Lamb, then a network executive, claimed he interrupted a deeply concerning situation involving a male relative and his young daughter.Jonathan and his wife Susie. Recounted their experiences to a Christian media outlet, alleging that the incident raised serious questions about the safety and oversight within their family organization. The male relative, referred to as Pete, to protect identities, has denied the accusations through his legal representation. He has not been charged with any crime.Susie. Lamb reported that their daughter had previously expressed discomfort around Pete and claimed to have been subjected to inappropriate behavior. These claims led to rising tensions within the Lamb family. When Jonathan confronted Pete during the retreat, emotions ran high, culminating in a heated family meeting. During the meeting, family members reportedly debated the situation, with some defending Pete and others expressing concerns about the allegations. The Lamb family patriarch, Marcus Lamb, who co-founded the $1 billion media empire, sought to mediate the conflict. However, Jonathan and Susie have since alleged that Marcus and his wife, Joni, prioritized protecting Daystar's reputation over addressing their concerns. This perceived lack of action caused a rift within the family. Jonathan, who had worked at Daystar for years, was no stranger to the pressures of the family business. The Lamb family's influence over Daystar had been immense, shaping its direction and ensuring its growth from a small station to one of the world's largest Christian TV networks, with over 100 stations and an annual revenue of approximately $100 million. It was a family-run enterprise, with Marcus as the president and his children working in key roles. However, Jonathan's experience working under the Lamb name was not without personal struggles, especially when his concerns about the situation involving Pete were not fully acknowledged by his parents. The alleged cover-up within the Lamb family began to unravel when Jonathan and Susie began to suspect Pete's involvement in their daughter's distress. Their suspicions stemmed from several troubling signs, including the girl's fear of going to Daystar after an incident during a family vacation. In one instance, their daughter reportedly became afraid of being alone with Pete, and Susie noticed changes in her daughter's behavior that she found concerning. The couple was faced with the realization that their daughter might have been exposed to something traumatic, and they struggled with how best to navigate the situation. Their decision to bring the matter to light within their family was met with resistance. While Jonathan and Susie pushed for accountability, Marcus and Joni reportedly attempted to downplay the gravity of the situation, offering explanations that Susie found inadequate. Susie recalled a conversation with Joni where Joni allegedly dismissed her concerns, stating that Pete's intentions were purely innocent. The situation escalated when, after confronting Pete about the allegations, Jonathan was left feeling unsupported by his parents. Despite their pleas for action, Marcus and Joni reportedly continued to defend Pete's character, a move that only further strained the relationship between them and their son. The incident at the beach house, which Jonathan and Susie described as a red-handed confrontation, seemed to mark a tipping point for the couple. After the confrontation, the Lambs continued to publicly assert that Pete had done nothing wrong, a stance that Jonathan and Susie felt was both misguided and damaging. The couple alleged that Marcus and Joni's focus on the public image of Daystar and their family's reputation was more important than addressing their concerns or protecting their daughter. The Lamb family's dynamic is complex and fraught with the intersections of faith, family, and business. The tension within the family was not new, but it had never been more pronounced than when the allegations involving Pete came to light. Jonathan and Susie felt that the powerful ties that bound the Lamb family both in business and in faith were being used to cover up a matter that needed to be dealt with more transparently. Daystar's vast influence, with its powerful broadcast platform and financial clout, it meant that it was more than just a family business. It was a ministry watched by millions of people across the globe. This made the stakes even higher for the Lamb family, whose public image had always been tied to their religious values and integrity. Jonathan's growing concern about Pete's involvement in the situation was compounded by the feeling that the network's leaders were prioritizing the ministry's image over the welfare of those involved. For Jonathan, the fallout from the situation was far-reaching. Not only did he face the betrayal of his own family, but he was also being punished within the organization. Jonathan was demoted from his role as vice president of Daystar after he refused to sign a non-disclosure agreement. His family's loyalty to Daystar, coupled with their position of power within the network, meant that Jonathan's actions were seen as a challenge to the Lamb family's authority. Following the family retreat, where the matter came to a head, the Daystar officials initiated an internal investigation into the allegations. The network's official statement indicated that the investigation concluded no wrongdoing had occurred. However, Jonathan and Susie believed the investigation was far from thorough. They felt that the process was designed to exonerate Pete and protect Daystar from negative publicity, rather than to uncover the truth about what had actually occurred. Despite this, the Lambs continued to defend their family's actions, asserting that they had handled the situation appropriately. Joni Lamb, now the president of Daystar following Marcus' death in 2021, stood by the claim that Pete was innocent and that the allegations were unfounded. For Jonathan and Susie, the lack of accountability was devastating, especially considering the personal toll it took on their family. As the leadership of Daystar shifted, the stakes for the Lamb family grew even higher. With Marcus' death, Joni took on the responsibility of guiding the ministry forward. Jonathan, who had once been in line to succeed his father, now found himself sidelined. The Lamb family business, which had been so intricately woven into the fabric of their personal lives, was now at the center of a family crisis that threatened to tear them apart. In the aftermath of the incident and the subsequent fallout, Jonathan and Susie found themselves isolated within their own family. The couple has openly stated that their relationship with Marcus and Joni was irreparably damaged by their handling of the situation. They accused their parents of failing to protect their granddaughter, and instead choosing to protect Pete and the Daystar Network's reputation. For Jonathan, this scandal was not just a professional setback, but a deeply personal one. He struggled to reconcile his loyalty to his family with his responsibility to protect his own children. The Lamb family's refusal to confront the alleged abuse, he believes, undermines the core values that Daystar was built upon. The emotional toll on Susie was also profound. She described feeling like a zombie operating in a state of numbness as she navigated the fallout from the family dispute. Her distress was compounded by the pressure of keeping the matter within the family, as well as the feeling that her daughter's voice was being silenced. The saga surrounding Daystar and the Lamb family raises questions about the intersection of power, family loyalty, and accountability within large religious organizations. While Daystar continues to operate as a global Christian TV network, the Lamb family's internal strife is a stark reminder of the challenges that arise when personal and professional lives become intertwined. For Jonathan and Susie, the ordeal has been a painful journey. They remain steadfast in their belief that their daughter's voice must be heard and that the truth about Pete's actions should be brought to light. As the Lamb family's public image continues to be shaped by these allegations, the questions surrounding the integrity of Daystar's leadership and the values it claims to uphold persist. While the Lamb family has moved forward in many ways, the scandal remains a dark chapter in their history. Jonathan and Susie continue to advocate for their daughter's well-being, and the lasting impact of these events will likely reverberate within the Lamb family for years to come. The story of Daystar is one of faith, family, and power, but it is also one of painful truths and difficult choices. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.